Check out this musical card, just a note to say, happy birthday to you. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik and I love to send pop-up surprises in the mail. I'm a huge fan of Karen Burniston dies and will admit some of them do take more time and effort than others. I love a card like this that it's really easy to make and is sure to put a smile on the birthday girl or boy's face no matter what the age. So again, just a note to say, happy birthday to you. The piano pops up and the label pops up, and I'm going to show you how to make that. Here are the new dies that I used and one older one too. The piano keys pop-up die set. I used a few extra notes from the music charms, but I know I'm going to use this set even more because there's a really cool piano and a violin that's very realistic. All those pieces go together really cool. This is the older set, the Lorna Label Pop Up die set. Now this is a very cool generic die set that will pop up and you can say anything you want in there, but Karen just had come out with two Lorna add-ons, and this one says happy birthday with some balloons and other things, and this one says just a note to say, and I'm combining the just a note with musical notes to make this card. So red, black, and white is an easy color combo and one of my favorites, but I wanted to shake things up and pick some different colors. And I will admit I struggle to find color combinations that I like. So now when I'm looking for some inspiration and some great color combos, I refer to my Color Cube by Sarah Ranae Clark. So it's a big box just full of I don't know, is there like 500 in here? Tons and tons of color combinations. But what I did was I took a 5x7, a couple of them, photo albums, really cheap, and I put a lot of my favorites in here, so I can just scroll through here, and I have two in each page, and then when I find one that works, I keep it for reference. I knew I wanted black and white, and then I wanted some colors that would go with it, and this one here struck my fancy, and that's the one I'm going to use. So they give you a pretty picture, and then on the back they tell you the colors: white, seafoam, foams, terracotta, chocolate, and dark brown, or in this case I'm going to say that's black. It looked like black to me. So that's what I'm going to use. So I have cut the an A2 top folding A2 card base out of that light blue, and I've done a lot of the die cutting because you don't need to watch me die cut, and I put a few things together. This is the Happy Birthday Lorna Label add-on, and this is the main piece from the Lorna Label Pop Up. I was going to see if I could pull that out here. So you cut one of the main pieces here. And then of course this also gives you other labels there too. But you cut one of these, and then I did do some decorating there. And this is going to go in the inside of the card. And then we're also going to make the piano. So you take this and you fold on all of the scored lines, and then it is ready to go once you've decorated it. It's much easier to decorate it first before you put it in. So we're going to take, this is the center of the card, and we're going to take this main fold here and line it up with that line. And the only thing that we're going to attach it to first are these two tiny little tabs here. So I always make a template when I start working with dies, and I did have some difficulty getting that to stay attached. So what I have been doing is taking some mini glue dots, which I had out here ready to go. There they are. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Anyway, I had taken some mini glue dots and used both the glue dots and my glue on that. So this tiny little tab here is what you need the adhesive on. They're so tiny, sometimes they're hard to see. But I like the micro size. Sometimes the mini is just too big. I need another one there. And then I'm also going to use glue. So between the two, it should hold it in. So we're going to line this fold up with the center fold of the card, and then we're going to put adhesive. In this case, again, I did use two different things. Make sure that gets stuck down good. And then I'm going to tuck it under. Okay, we'll use our fingers. And press down. And then while this is in this position, I also want to attach this top tab. And I could use glue, but I don't want to sit and wait for all the glue to set up. So if I have a choice, sometimes I use a score tape. And then the top part is attached both here and there. And then I'm going to fold this up, and I want both this piece and this piece here to be down, but we only put adhesive or an adhesive strip on the lowest tapered tab there. And the Lorna label is attached. Now that could in itself make a really cool card. The Lorna Label Pop Up is a very fun pop-up that can be used for a lot of things. And I'm going to show you on the front just using it flat. But the piano to me is really, really cool. So I have taken the two main pieces and cut them out of black and white. So you can see those are the two main pieces. And the white piece we're going to fold down on all the scored lines. Now Karen does suggest using a lighter weight cardstock for this one, and I also did for the Lorna Label. You could use thicker, but by the time you add all these layers, you do want this card to fold flat to mail. So that is why we're using a thinner weight. Then on the piano keys, there are score lines here, and it's easier to find them and fold them up and then fold them down. So on all of these, we're taking my fingernail, folding it up, and then folding it down, fold up, and then down. Then there's also a score line here, so we're going to repeat that, fold it up, and then fold it down. So that is what that piece is going to look like. And then it lines up with this piece here. So I know that I'm going to want a piece of score tape on here. Although again, I can use glue, but when I can use a piece of score tape and not wait for the glue to set up, that's kind of what I prefer. And so we're going to take these little tabs here, and they just slide in. So you just kind of turn it, and then you slide it in, and it catches. So really, really easy to do. Turn it a little bit, slide it in, and it catches. Maybe I should get that one. There we go. All right, so they're all in and they're attached. And then I want to flatten the front of the keys out, and then remove the cover of this score tape here. So with these flattened, I want to line that black piece up and attach it. It's that easy. Now this is the piece here that's going to be attached there. So I'm going to take another piece of score tape. If I have the right size, I prefer to use the red liner for these. And I have ordered some more 1/8 inch width, but I didn't have any. So I just used my white score tape on some of the skinnier ones. And again, you know, glue probably works best, but I don't have the patience to sit and wait for all of those different layers to set up. So so now this is going to get attached to this. So all I'm going to do is lay this in here flat against that and push on it. Okay, so that is attached. And then we want this part here to get attached. So I'm going to remove the score tape cover on that piece. and lay this flat. And it is attached. So let's just press down on that piece there. So you can see the Lorna label pops up, and then the piano keys pop out from that. Isn't that cool? And it will lay pretty flat. I think right now I could mail this for just one stamp. Now on the other one, I put a label here because it was dark, but I don't really think I need to do that here. But I have some extra musical notes. I cut out the charms ones and the piano ones, so I had plenty to choose from. So maybe I'll put one there and one there. And of course, this is where I will write my birthday message to the birthday boy or girl. I think adults would like this too. I have a musical friend I know would who sings and would love it. Whoop. A little more glue, I guess. Now I have created the front of the card. I have an old Doris embossing folder that has musical notes. I said that just a note to say and more musical notes there. This is again in that color combination that I picked out, which I'm liking. And I put some more red liner two-sided tape on here. And I gotta make sure this is in the right place right away, right? There, because it doesn't move once you get it down. Which is, of course, the advantage of the liquid glue, but... So we have just a note to say, happy birthday to you. The To You is from another Karen Burns set, and I just thought I wanted the song. You don't want me to sing it, okay? But the happy birthday to you pops up, and then we have piano keys here. Very fun. I love how easy this pop-up card was to make, and I know whoever gets it's going to love it. Watch the next video for more cards made with Karen Burniston's awesome dies, and have a great creative week.